Okay, so we are going to continue our coverage over the dawn of DC, and we pick up with the Penguin series written by Tom King. Now, here's the thing. This takes place after the Batman Failsafe storyline, and the reason why I'm saying that because at the very beginning of that book, the Penguin had killed himself as a way to frame Batman for his death. Now, with that being said, we were allowed to believe the Penguin could possibly be dead. But with this series right here, well, we kind of find out he's not dead at all. But on top of that, we kind of find out he has children. And that begins a whole new storyline written by Tom King. And so getting into the opening pages of this book, we actually pick up in the Iceberg Lounge. Now remember, the Iceberg Lounge was the Penguin's club. You could gamble there, could drink there, dance, all that different kind of stuff. But a lot of times, the Iceberg Lounge was also used as a way for criminals to meet up with one another, to make deals with one another, or to do different kind of things in the underground world of Gotham City. Now, with that being said, with the Penguin being gone, you now have a lot of different people who are trying their best to get their hands on the Iceberg Lounge. And this makes sense because if you are able to take over this particular building, this business, one, you'll make a lot of money, but two, now a lot of different crime families have to go through you if they want to kind of work out of your own business here. And so right now you have different kinds of criminals who want to take over this building. Now we kind of find out Selina Kyle is here. Now this section right here takes place before Gotham War. But either way, it's her very upset about the idea that you have different criminals trying to take over this business right after the Penguin was announced dead. Now, while you have a lot of different criminals fighting against each other, that is when another character steps in. And that would be the Underbroker. The Underbroker is known as a lawyer for criminals, but at the same time, he runs a bank for criminals as well. Now, we're going to focus on the idea that he is a lawyer, and apparently he was the Penguin's lawyer. And with that being said, with him walking in, is him saying the Penguin left behind a will. And with that will, that means nobody is able to take over this actual building without going through the actual will. Now, here's the thing, because you do have these other criminals wanting to get rid of the Underbroker, but unfortunately, he has someone else there, and that would be the Executor. Now, when it comes to the Executor, he's also a lawyer, except he's a robot lawyer. Kind of funny there. Either way, he's a very powerful lawyer, which means that if you try to fight him, you're going to get beat down. And so you had these two guys say, we are here to say the Iceberg Lounge cannot be easily taken over unless you aren't actually on the will. I'm going to tell you right now, none of y'all in this room here is on the will. And so unfortunately, you have to leave. Now, if the person who's on the will wants to sell the place, then yeah, you can come back. But for now, get the heck out of here. Now, once you have everybody leave, you have Selina Kyle go back home. And when she goes back home, well, she's then confronted by the Executor, of course, the robot lawyer. And he says that earlier he was able to read her body and realize that she'll be up late tonight. Either way, the reason why he is here because he needs help finding people who are actually on the will of the Penguin to see who'll be able to take over the Iceberg Lounge. Now, when it comes to Selina Kyle, she does not do anything for free. And so she says, you gotta pay me. And he's all like, yeah, I'll pay you $500,000 if you are able to find 10 different people who could possibly be on the will. Now, here's the thing though, because these are not just 10 random people. Matter of fact, these are the children of the Penguin, which means this man was going out there getting freaky and, well, having children with a bunch of women. But now with him dead, that means one of his kids will have the ability to take over the Iceberg Lounge. Now, we do jump forward 2 weeks, and when we do, we pick up with Selina Kyle telling us that she has been looking for all the different children of the Penguin, except every single time she finds one of them, they're already dead. Somebody had killed them off. somebody is going around killing off all the children of the Penguin as a way to make sure the Iceberg Lounge falls in their lap. Now, she is heading towards what could be the last surviving member of the Penguin's family. Except when she does survive, well, that member of the family is being attacked by a mysterious character. Now, when it comes to Selena, she does try her best to fight against him. Unfortunately, she loses the battle, and the guy is able to get away, except before he had left, we can say that he was able to kill off what could be the last surviving member of the Penguin's family. And so the last child of the Penguin is officially dead. And so Selena has no choice but to go back to the executor and to tell him that every single child of the Penguin is officially dead. Except that is the moment you have Addison and Aiden walk in, 2 more children of the Penguin. But here's the catch. These 2 guys right here, they were going around killing off their siblings to make sure the Iceberg Lounge and all their father's money goes to them. But the thing is, there is a catch in the will. Yes, they will get the Iceberg Lounge, but the money is not going to go to them at all. Matter of fact, the money is going to some company, some kind of fundraiser or some kind of charity. Either way, $10.8 million is not going to them at all. And when it comes to Addison, she is very upset. She is happy about the idea of getting Iceberg Lounge, but she wanted the money as well. And unfortunately, she will not get that money at all. And you have Aiden walk her out. We can tell that Aiden was the guy who fought Selena earlier, and he was the guy going around killing off all his siblings to make sure that him and his sister would be able to get the money, but also the Iceberg Lounge. Now, when it comes to Selena Kyle, she realized, wait a second, the Penguin is still alive. And the only reason why she knows that is because the will. Because remember, $10.8 million when it's some kind of charity, it seems like. Except she says, no, it's not a charity. It's for some kind of business that's in Metropolis. And we kind of find out the Penguin is still alive. He technically faked his death and then gave himself a new identity. And all that money, that $10.8 million, went to this new identity's life. And so basically, he was able to keep his money but begin a new life as some kind of flower shop owner in Metropolis. And so when it comes to Selena, she goes to confront him like, hey man, so I figured out that 1, you were not dead, but 2, you had children, and 3, you're here in Metropolis trying to live a better life and trying to be this flower shop owner. Like, what in the world is going on? And this is the Penguin saying he just wants a break. He wants to leave Gotham behind. Unfortunately, so many years trying to fight against Batman, but always failing, it got tired. He's all like, no, I needed a fresh start. I wanted to get away from all of that mess. Now, yes, I knew I had all the children out in the world who could possibly take up my role. But the thing is, I wanted something better for myself, away from the past life as a criminal. And so he began his new life. And for Selena, she really does believe him, kind of like, okay, if that's the case, then fine. I'm going to leave you alone. I'm going to let you begin this new life in Metropolis as this flower shop owner, being able to get away from Gotham City once and for all. Now, after that, you didn't have Selena Kyle say, it's about time for her to go ahead and head back over to Gotham City, because currently she's in Metropolis. Technically, this moment right here is leading into Gotham War. Of course, the big war between Batman and Selena Kyle. Of course, Gotham being the battleground. Either way, it's her leaving and trying to begin the process of trying to take over Gotham City. Now, with that being said, it was a way to remove her so that our focus is solely on the Penguin. This is his book. And the question is right now, what is his book going to be about? And so as we jump into the next chapter, we pick up 1 year later, and we pick up with Batman on the verge of death. He is basically stuck in the Batboat. The boat cannot move. The boat is actually sinking. It does seem like Batman is about to die, but he's calling out for somebody to help him. Somebody who's also in the Batboat with him, hoping they can work together to get out of this situation, because apparently both of them are dying. And we kind of find out the person he is talking to is the Penguin. But the question is, what in the world led up to this moment right here where you have the Penguin and the Batman dying together? And so we jump back 1 year earlier, where we see the Penguin currently getting fitted for a brand new suit. Now, here's the thing, because even though this man is technically at this point retired from being a criminal and trying to begin a new life as a flower shop owner, he's currently getting fitted by somebody who knows who he is, knows that he used to be the Penguin, a criminal in Gotham City. And so he's very scared of this guy. As a matter of fact, this guy who's doing the fitting, he says like, "Oh my God, Penguin, you know what? You lost some weight." And as soon as he says that, he's all like, "Oh my God, I messed up." Because now this man's going to think that I thought that he was fat and ugly. And now with me saying he lost weight, he might try to kill me or kill my wife. Except when it comes to the Penguin, he lets the man live. Because again, this is a guy who is trying to do a new thing, trying to be a better person, begin a new life away from being a criminal. And so this guy, this suit dude, is all like, "Okay, you know what? I'm happy I am able to see another day because I could have died right there." We then see the Penguin go over to the park. Now, when he does go to the park, we kind of find out somebody is watching him. And we have no idea who is currently watching him, but we see him just at the park, minding his business, feeding the birds, and also trying to get back to his shop. Except he does run into a random guy. Now, of course, this was an accident, but to this younger guy, he's kind of like, "No, you did it on purpose. You should watch where you're going. Oh my gosh, you look ugly." Like, this man is very angry for no good reason. But we come to find out this guy is helping our mysterious person who's watching over the Penguin. And we come to find out our mysterious person could be a cop or somebody who works in the government, because the guy who just bumped into the Penguin at the park is an agent. Either way, it was a test to see if the Penguin would snap. If he does run into somebody who's angry and talking down at him, will the Penguin snap and kill off the guy? Except the Penguin does not snap. Matter of fact, he goes on with his day back to his flower shop, or really back to his house possibly. In the next section, we kind of find out the Penguin is really trying to be a better man. He goes to his new house and we kind of find out this man got a woman, like a girlfriend or a wife, who knows? Her name is Rita. Either way, they live together. They are a happy couple. It really shows the Penguin is really trying his best to do something different, to do something new and better for himself. And matter of fact, it looks like it's really working very well for him. And so the next day, you have the Penguin go to his shop, his flower shop, trying to live this normal life. Now, when he does go to his shop, that is when he gets a customer. And that customer would be some random man who's trying to fix things with his wife, because apparently he forgot their anniversary or some kind of anniversary that was really important to her. And she was very upset about it. And so he's here to get her flowers. And you have the Penguin say, "Nah, man, like, you need to go to a jewelry store, because if you mess up that bad, flowers are not going to work at all. You need to get her a necklace, earrings, something, man, because I'm telling you right now, you're going to mess up even more." But this guy feels like he does not need the Penguin's advice. He feels like the Penguin is basically a nobody because how he looks. He looks creepy. He looks weird. He looks dumb. But either way, you have the Penguin's bird bite the customer, which makes the customer mad and leave the store. And right after the customer leaves, well, that is the moment somebody else comes into the store. And when they do, they shoot the bird the penguin was playing with. And we kind of find out it was our mysterious character. And her name is Nuri Espinoza. And she works for the federal government. And this is a huge deal right here. Either way, she is going to take the penguin in. Now we kind of find out that Nuri works for Amanda Waller, and this begins some kind of evil plan that Amanda Waller is up to currently when it comes to a lot of different books in Dawn of DC. Either way, when it comes to Nuri, her and Amanda Waller want to use the penguin to kind of take over Gotham's underworld, the underground, the criminal underground. Now, here's the thing. We're not told why, but she does tell the penguin, you are going to help us, because we kind of find out they have the penguin's new girlfriend, Rita. And matter of fact, if he does not help them, Rita is going to go to jail for a very long time. And so it's Nuri saying, you're going to help us out. You are going to go back to Gotham, reclaim your empire, and then wait for further instructions. But either way, you have no choice but to work for us to technically free your girlfriend. And the penguin does not even argue at all. He does not even complain. He gets back up, he walks out, and we kind of find out he's down about doing this. The thing is, though, we have to remember, Addison just took over the Iceberg Lounge alongside with her brother Aiden. But apparently that means the penguin might have to go to war against his own children. Now, when it comes to the penguin, we see him heading over to someone's mansion. And the reason why? Because when it comes to the penguin, before he is able to go back into Gotham, he wants to put together a group of people that are going to help him be able to achieve this goal, to take over Gotham's underworld. And so we're seeing him go around to recruit different people. And right now we're seeing him go over to this person's mansion because apparently this person is somewhat close to the penguin, but it's also the penguin believing that this person could be very helpful when it comes to taking over Gotham City. Now, we are not told what the guy's name is. All we are told is that he's someone known as the Helper. And apparently, the Helper is someone who's very skilled in many different things. And that is why the Penguin wants him for, because he could be an actual challenge for the Batman or possibly anybody who may try to stand in the Penguin's way when it comes to taking over the underworld. Now, with that being said, when it comes to the Penguin and the Helper, they begin to have their conversation over dinner. And so you have the Penguin and the Helper have this dinner. And when they do have this dinner, it's really more of the Penguin beginning the process of trying to ask the Helper to actually help out. Like, hey man, listen, I know you are very skilled in many different things, and I feel like those skills would be great to help me actually achieve this goal, to take over Gotham City. Except when it comes to the Helper, this is somebody who's in retirement right now. He's done. He's kind of like, listen, dude, I'm 86 years old. I have done a lot of different things in my lifetime. Like, I'm done. Why in the world would I want to leave retirement to help you take down Batman and take over Gotham City? That's not me. Like, my goal is to live the rest of my life in this mansion with all these butlers and maids taking care of me. I'm done. Leave me alone. And so you have the Helper tell the Penguin, you are going to fail. Like, when it comes to Gotham, it belongs to Batman. You may try in different kinds of ways, but either way, you're going to fail sooner or later. And so you have the Helper kind of like, I'm going to bed. If you want to stay the night, you can. I can tell my butlers, get you a room, but let's never bring this up again about the idea of me trying to help you take down Gotham City and take down Batman. It's never going to happen. So let's go ahead, go to bed. I'll get you a room. And matter of fact, stay here a day or two. Hang out with me. Matter of fact, tomorrow I'm going hunting. Join me then, but good night. And so you have the Helper and the Penguin go hunting. Now, As they're going hunting the next day alongside with someone the helper hired to kind of help with the whole hunting situation. Either way, while you have our two characters out there hunting some ducks or birds, whatever, either way, you have the penguin still trying to recruit the helper. He's kind of like, hey man, listen, I feel like you should go ahead and just help me out with this. Come with me to Gotham. Try to help me take over Gotham City. Help me get rid of the Batman. This is one heck of a deal. Something new that should excite you. But that's the thing. When it comes to the helper, when you're skilled in many different things, but also done so many different things in your lifetime, when you hear these new kind of deals, they don't sound pleasing to you at all. Matter of fact, you're more of like, I'm done. I don't want to do anything else. I just want to relax. Now you have the penguin try to use his gun that he brought for hunting on the helper to try to force him into the idea of helping out the penguin. But the helper, again, is very skilled in many different things. And so he was able to get the gun away from the penguin and smack him right in the face. Matter of fact, breaking the penguin's nose. But it's the helper saying, stop asking me. You're not going to get your answer you want. I'm going to keep telling you no, and that's final. So goodbye. I don't care if you feel like it's not me anymore that you're seeing right now. This is me trying to live my retirement. Now, because his nose was broken, you had the helper send over a doctor to the penguin's room. Now, with that being said, this doctor also lives in the mansion alongside with the butlers and maids who take care of the helper. And so while you have the doctor trying to fix the nose of the penguin, you have the penguin begin to ask different questions about how many helpers the helper has in this actual mansion. Like how many butlers, how many maids, is there a chef here? Are you the only doctor here? All these different kind of questions to get the idea of kind of like what staff is working here inside the mansion. And right after you have the doctor answer those questions, the penguin goes ahead and kills off the doctor. And this begins the process of the penguin trying his best to recruit the helper once again. Now, that is the moment where we get another example of how skilled the helper is, because we are currently seeing him in a fencing match against someone who has won many medals in his entire career, but on top of that had trained other great fencing people around the world. Unfortunately, when it comes to this great fencing person, when he tries to fight against the helper, he does not stand a chance at all. And so every single time they fight each other, he is always losing. Now, that is the moment where you do have another butler come into the room to tell the helper the penguin is about to leave. Except before he leaves, he wants to have one last conversation with the helper. And you have the helper agree to have this conversation with the penguin before the penguin can get the heck out of his mansion. And so it leads into the penguin and the helper having one last conversation with one another. Now, while having this conversation, it's the helper kind of like, okay, dude, it's time for you to go ahead and go home. Except you have the penguin shoot the butler that was right next to the helper. Now, as soon as that happens, the helper is ticked off. He's kind of like, how dare you kill someone who was working for me in my mansion? Have you gone mad? But the thing is though, before he is able to react, that is when you have the helper realize that his drink was poison. His body begins to shut down. He has no choice but to sit back down in his chair and listen to what the penguin is trying to say. Now, the helper does pass out for a few minutes, but once he wakes back up, the penguin brings in 28 dead bodies. And the reason why? Because every single dead body or every single dead person was somebody working for the helper. And this is being done for a very important reason, because it's the penguin saying, you have lost your way. You are known as the helper. The reason why? Because you are a server. But ever since you begin to get served by these people, you have forgotten your actual purpose in this world. That you are not somebody who should be served. You are somebody who does the serving. And that right there is the reason why I killed off all your servers because I'm trying to help you remember who you are. And you have the Penguin beat down on the Helper. He's kind of like, you are known for the Helper for the reason. So you're going to help me. You're going to leave it me. We're going to go back to Gotham and begin the process of taking over Gotham. You have no choice here. You are known as the Helper and I need your help. You are a server and you are going to serve me. And that's it and final. And the last page really shows us the Penguin and the Helper getting in a car together to really show us the two of them have agreed with the Helper helping out the Penguin to take over Gotham City. Now again though, this is only one chapter of the Penguin going around the world trying to recruit different people who can help him take over Gotham City. In our next video, we're going to see him do that even more, going around getting different kinds of people who could possibly help him take over Gotham City. And matter of fact, in our next video, we're going to see a group of characters we have not seen in a very long time in DC Comics, who are finally making their return in DC Comics. Now with that being said, this is where we are going to end today's comic book video. So please leave me a like down below and subscribe. But guys, see y'all next time. Later.